What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great night, great day, depending on where you're at in the world. Let's go ahead. Let's take care of some house cleaning first. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, guys. If you guys like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, guys. It helps the channel. Let's kick this thing up in the old algorithm today, guys. We are going to talk about Brett. Brett is one of the biggest meme coin on the base chain, guys. This is the flagship meme coin on base right now, much like Bonk is the flagship token of Solana, and Pepe right now is the flagship token of Ethereum as far as memes go, guys. But we've got to talk about Brett today, guys. And can Brett make it to $40 billion? $40 billion is right where Shiba Inu was, right around that $40 billion market cap during the Shiba Inu run. Can Brett make that Shiba Inu type of run? Well, let's go ahead. Let's get right in. Let's talk about it. Let's look at where Brett is currently right now. Right now, let's get an overview of the market as a whole so we can put this thing into context. Right now, the market cap of cryptocurrency is 2.36 trillion dollars as a whole, right? And when we come over here to the meme coins, in the meme coins right now, in the meme coin right now is sitting right around for 47.2 billion dollars, roughly somewhere up in there, right? So 47.2 billion is roughly about the market cap of the meme coins, right? So when we go ahead and we look at where Brett is stacked up against the big meme coins in the business, Brett is number 6. Why is that important? Brett just flipped Bonk, guys. A couple of days ago, Brett flipped Bonk in the coin market cap listing according to market cap, and it didn't flip it. It flipped it by a lot, guys. We're talking at least 40,000, 40,000 somewhere up in there. So, that's a lot of volume, right? So right now, Brett's currently sitting at a $1.478 billion market cap. And Bonk right now is sitting at about a $1.437 billion market cap, right? So I mean they're close. But Brett has flipped Bonk, and that is the key here, right? So Brett has continued to move its way up in these coin market cap charts, guys. So can Brett hit a $40 billion market cap? I think it can. Let me tell you guys why, right? Let's explain why, and we'll get into a little bit. Well, you guys know that we've really talked about Brett here, and we've talked about the fact that Brett has a lot of room to grow, given the fact that Brett's not listed on a lot of these top tier exchanges. And we all know that when Shib had that big run, Shib had a nice run off of the DeFi, but it had that monster run once it started to get listed on a lot of these tier one exchanges. And Brett is not listed on a lot of these tier one exchanges yet. So let's go ahead. Let's go have a look at what is going on with Brett and what is going on with these exchanges, right? So when we look at where the majority of Brett's volumes coming from, right? You look at Uniswap V3 is a huge volume driver for Brett, right? Which is means a lot of that volume is coming on a decentralized side because it's on a base chain. It makes sense. It costs pennies on a dollar to transact over there. But for the normies, right, who do not like DeFi, they do like exchanges, right? So what do we have? We have Gate.io, KuCoin. Got some KuCoin news coming for you guys in a minute. BitGet, you see some nice size exchanges on here. LBank, Bitmart, XT. You some nice size exchanges. But what you don't see on here is you don't see Binance, you don't see you don't see KuCoin, you don't see Coinbase, you don't see crypto.com, right? So Brett has all of these exchanges yet to go to get listed on, right? Which is a major, major driver for Brett, right? And we talked about this and talked about this. As these exchanges come in, it's going to drive Brett's price up, up, right? Because these exchanges, one, are going to come in here and buy their supply, and two, their users are going to want to be trading Brett on their platform, right? So why do I believe that Brett's going to be listed on these bigger exchanges at some point, right? Right. When we look at it, Brett is doing a 24-hour volume right now of about $56 million, right? These exchanges are, and that's down 34% on a 24 hours. So just keep that in mind as well. So usually Brett is doing over $100 million in volume a day, right? So on an average, right? But the past 24 hours, market has been getting crushed, right? But so Brett's down. But these exchanges are going to want to see this volume. Why? Because they get paid per transaction. That's how they make their money. And they're going to want to see Brett's volume. So that brings Brett's price. When we talk about Brett and the future of Brett and where it can go, Brett's currently sitting at 14 cents. And when we look at this chart, right, we got to look at it in context of where it can go. So we scooted on over here to TradingView, right? A little bit better charts, right? But so, when we look at this, Brett has accomplished the majority of its volume in this big push up right here. The majority, like we said, on Uniswap, right? Most of the volume is coming from Uniswap. It's coming from the decentralized platform. So as we look at this, and Brett sits right around that $1.5 billion market cap. Let's just, not cut hairs and just round it up there, right? As these tier one exchanges start to come in, you have to see that Brett's volume is going to increase and move to the upside, much like SHIB. That's what we have to go by, right? And SHIB, Doge, and some of the other bigger tokens that have been around for a while that have been through this, right? As their volume starts to increase on these tier one exchanges, Brett's price is going to continue to move to the upside, right? So can Brett reach $40 billion in this next bull market? I absolutely believe it can. Why? Because I absolutely believe that the meme coin volume is going to exceed the last bull market run, right? I think that the volume for meme coins in general is going to be much, much higher than it was in the last bull run. And you're probably looking at, $3 to $4 trillion of just meme coin volume. Well, who's going to soak up the majority of that volume are the people that are on these tier one exchanges, because that's where a lot of the retail investors are going to go trade most of these top tier tokens. So now you're talking about Doge, you're talking about SHIB, you're talking about Pepe, who's already listed. Dog with Hat's got a way to go on that. Floki is listed on a lot of these tier one exchanges. And then you get to Brett, and Brett has all of these new listings. And as Brett gets listed on these tier one exchanges, which I believe it will, it's going to be that shiny new car that's out there, and everybody's going to want a piece of it. So everybody's trading on them exchanges are going to want a piece of Brett, and they're going to go ahead and buy it on the exchange of their choice, whether that's Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, Gemini, even Robinhood, for example. Robinhood is just bought a cryptocurrency exchange, so Lord knows where they're going to go, but that's a whole nother thing. So as these things happen, Brett's going to gain more and more popularity, which is in turn is going to drive its price up, right? So I do believe Brett can hit $40 billion, guys. And we come over here and we look that Brett is making strides towards that. We said that it was listed on Kraken, right? And now Kraken's starting to trade futures when it comes to Brett. And futures trading is huge for any meme coin. I don't care what they say to you. Futures trading is huge. It brings in a massive amount of volume. It brings in a massive amount of inflows and outflows to the token, right? So anytime you get listed on a lot of these tier one exchanges and they start trading your futures trading, and it allows your volume to increase significantly. So this is a significant move for Brett and Kraken to list them on their futures exchange. So definitely Brett is making moves towards these big tier one listings. So as Brett starts to secure these listings, it's going to start to secure that $40 billion mark that we were talking about. So in reality, guys, can Brett reach $40 billion like everybody's out here talking about? Absolutely it can. Brett has just begun to grow, and as these exchanges start to list it, as Brett becomes more popular, it's going to definitely have a lot of FOMO into it. And remember, these tier one exchanges are going to come out here, they're going to buy their own supply, the price is going to jump, and then the people from their exchanges are going to FOMO into that as well. Brett has started to be traded on future platforms, which will bring in a ton of volume for Brett. So do I believe that Brett's going to get to 40 billion? I believe that Brett has an amazing chance to get to $40 billion. Do we know what the future holds? Absolutely not. But does Brett have a chance? And does it have probably one of the best chances on that chart to get to that $40 million market cap? Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. And we know that the base chain is starting to grow. A lot of volume starting to come over there. And being the flagship token, flagship meme token on base, Brett's going to gain that popularity from the base chain already, as it has, as you can see from the Uniswap volume. So Brett has a bright future, can reach $40 billion, guys. That's my take on it. Go ahead and like this video, share this video out. If you like this content, go ahead and give me a sub as well. Kick us up in the old algorithm. I really appreciate it. Channel really appreciates it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one, guys.